Hello, sixth graders. It was so nice seeing a lot of you this week, meeting you in the flesh. I didn't believe a lot of you were real, but turns out you are. Wow, to my surprise. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying the sun. This video is going to explain to you how to use the materials that you picked up. If you were not able to make it to school and you don't have a bag of science goodies, please send me an email. My email is ngardner@pps.net. I will bring you a bag, or you can come pick one up at school, okay? You need this for our activity today. You should also have a little worksheet. So as you watch this video, you're gonna need both of these things, all right? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what is going on in our body as far as breathing goes. So on Monday and Tuesday, we talked about the heart, about blood circulating through our bodies. And today we're going to talk about our lungs, or air entering our bodies. This system is called the respiratory system, okay? You guys should have experience of breathing, right? Hopefully you're doing that regularly. You breathe air in and exhale it out. You can feel your lungs inflating and deflating. This picture here is showing the anatomy or the organs inside your body that help you to breathe. In your mouth, you can see there are a few areas noted: your nose, your nostrils, your oral cavity. You can breathe through your nose or your mouth, right? There's a tube going down your throat. We learned last week about the esophagus, which swallows food. But there's another tube down here, which is harder. If you can feel, there is almost a solid tube, and it kind of has rings around it, right? This is the trachea. And in the picture here, I can see the trachea. Put on my cool pointer. Right here. This is the trachea, right? It is where air enters your body, or how it flows from your mouth and nose into these two purple bags, which are your lungs, okay? Lungs. Your lungs fill with air, and they deliver that oxygen directly into your bloodstream, okay? We learned earlier this week about the heart. Your heart is centered right between the lungs, and it pumps blood out really into the lungs to collect and pick up oxygen. And then it pumps that oxygenated blood out into your body to deliver oxygen to all of your cells and your tissue. Your body needs oxygen to survive. If you were to cut off circulation at some point, or if you were to lose circulation, meaning blood isn't flowing to that area, your tissue would start to break down. It would get cold. It would eventually, after a long period of time, fully die. Okay, so your blood has to flow to all of your tissues to deliver nutrients from your food and oxygen from your lungs. The reason we have blood is to deliver things throughout our body, okay? In our activity today and in your bag, you're going to be making a model of the lung, just like this. You're going to have a body, you're going to have a lung, you're going to have a trachea and a mouth, and you're also going to have something called a diaphragm. Down here at the bottom of the picture, under the lungs, you can see this reddish muscle. There is a muscle that lies right below your lungs, and it cuts your body almost in half, separating your upper body, which is your lungs and your heart, from the lower body, which is your stomach, your kidneys, the liver and intestines, digestive organs, right? The diaphragm is the key, the center of the respiratory system. It is what makes this whole thing work, okay? Let me show you how to do that, how to see that. In your bag, you may have already opened this up and seen what's inside, but you should have a couple of different materials, okay? I'm gonna get rid of this picture and make my view large. Give me a second. All right, here we are. I have materials that were in my bag. You should have a straw. You should have a large balloon that's been cut. You should have a small balloon and a cup with a hole in it. Oops, wrong side. A cup with a hole in it. Where's the hole? Right there. Okay. Here is what I'd like you to do. You are first going to get the cup in one hand and the little balloon in the other. In our model, this cup upside down is going to represent your body. Part of it can represent the rib cage because it's protective, but this represents your body. Okay? There's a hole in the top, and what I'd like you to do is put the little balloon inside of that hole so that the top of the balloon is sticking out the bottom of the cup like this. I'm going to do that by kind of narrowing the large end of my balloon. I'm going to fold it. Okay, this is the side without the opening. I'm going to fold it until it's kind of thin. And then I'm going to put it into the hole in the bottom of my cup. I can pull it through, and I should see the top of the balloon where I would blow into it, and inside the cup is the balloon. Okay. This is going to represent your lung. So if this is the body, then this is one of your lungs. I couldn't figure out how to include 2 lungs. Just know that we really have 2 of these inside of our body. Next, you need your straw. The straw represents that tube that goes down your throat, connecting your mouth to your lungs. That's called the trachea. Okay? You're going to insert the straw into the balloon and the hole of the cup. So I'm going to open up the balloon. Let's see if we can see this here. Okay, I'm opening up the balloon, and I'm going to put the straw inside, push it all the way until it goes through the cup and into the balloon below. So I'm not pushing it all the way down, but it's now resting inside the cup and into the balloon. So if the body is represented by this cup, your body, your lung is the little balloon inside the cup, and this tube is the trachea. We could call the opening of this straw your mouth or your nose, right? The opening of your tube, the trachea, out into the world. This is where air enters the lungs, right? Your nose and your mouth. Down at the bottom, we had that muscle. I remember when I was showing the anatomy just a second ago, I said there's this muscle below that separates your upper body from your lower body. It's a muscle. And we're going to put this balloon around the cup to represent this muscle. You will probably need a buddy for this part of the activity because what you're going to do is turn this upside down, and you are going to put this balloon all the way around the cup. So I'm going to open up the balloon, and I'm going to put it around the cup. Okay? You will probably need someone to hold the cup for you while you do this. See, this is going to be hard. I might need to go find a buddy. Let's see. Let me try one more time. Okay, so I have my balloon. I'm stretching it open nice and wide, and I'm putting it around the cup. Oh, no. Okay. Pause. Let me go find a friend. All right, I found a buddy, and they helped me put the balloon on the bottom. Okay, so reminder, body, trachea, tube, lung inside the body, and diaphragm is the muscle underneath. Now we know that air enters our body through our nose and our mouth, right? And they kind of connect back here there's a cavity back behind your nose and mouth where they conjoin and they connect to this tube, the trachea, right? So that happens when we breathe in and out. But what actually makes that happen? Well, did you know that you have this muscle called the diaphragm, right? Here, separating your upper body from your lower body. And it is what forces air to enter and leave your lungs. Here's how it works. When the muscle expands, it pushes down away from your lungs. And it creates a vacuum. It creates extra space. And that extra space has to be filled. And so when it creates that vacuum, when it pulls down, air is forced into your lungs, right? So when I breathe in, what's really happening is that muscle is pulling down and air is being forced in like a vacuum. When I exhale, that muscle is now pushing back up, pushing space away and forcing that air back out. You can see that in your model by taking your fingers on the bottom of the balloon, kind of pinching that diaphragm or balloon. When you pull down, you're creating a vacuum and air is forced in. When you push up, the air comes out. So again, down and up, down and up. The air is forced in and out of the lungs, okay? You have a muscle that's doing just this. Rather than fingers pulling on it, it's a muscle that flexes itself. So when you're breathing in, what you're really doing is contracting this muscle and pulling it away from the lungs. And when you breathe out, you're relaxing that muscle and pushing it back up inward to empty the air out of your lungs. Diaphragm in and out, contracting, relaxing, in and out, breathing. You can kind of hear or feel the air. If you put your face or a finger up close to the top of that straw, you can almost hear the air entering and leaving the lungs, right? Filling and closing, filling and closing. Okay, now this is your model of the lung. Congratulations, you get to keep it, you get to show it off, you get to teach your younger siblings about it. I want to see it though. Okay, so let me show you how you're going to turn this in and answer a couple of questions about it. Okay, pausing, I'll be right back. All right, I am now on Canvas, and on science class, there is an assignment called Lung Model. You can find your assignments in any number of places, but this one, what I'm currently looking at are the science modules. For this week, 9:28 through 10:2, circulatory and respiratory system. The activity is called Lung Model. I'll put a big old button to this on the homepage of Canvas, of our course in Canvas as well, just so you can find it quickly, okay? But we're looking for the activity called Lung Model, the assignment. When you open it up, you are going to see the directions. Make a model of the lungs. Hey, here it is, okay? You're already looking at this probably because this is where you found the video. Video here, this is where the video is. Down below, it says, fill out the attached worksheet, include a picture of your lung model. So down below, you're gonna see this worksheet, okay? And it's kind of small, so if you wanna make it bigger, you can click the blue words here that say lung model. It'll make this open in a new tab and fill the whole screen. Here's what I'd like you to do. So I've clicked on that blue link to make this open in a new tab, and now I'm gonna answer a couple questions and insert my photo. Please type your name here where it says name, just so I can give you credit for this work. And in this box, I'd like you to insert an image. Okay, you can click in the box so that you can see your mouse is there. Then you would push insert, choose image, and then camera. This will open your camera. Hello, it's me looking at me, reversed. Okay. If you'd like to be in the picture with your lung model, I'd love to see you, proud of your work. If you just want it to be the model without you, you'll just have to step to the side. Okay, orient it to be in the middle and send me a picture. Okay, push the yellow button. Then if you push insert, the photo will appear right there in the screen. Awesome. Okay, down below, there are a couple of questions. It says, what causes the balloons to expand? Or balloon. What causes the balloon to expand? That's talking about the balloon inside. How do you make that fill with air? Okay, think about the lab and the model. How does that fill with air? What causes the balloon to deflate? Okay, what do you have to do in this model to make the little balloon inside not have air in it, to deflate? And then connecting this to our lungs, what causes air to go into your lungs, thinking of this as the model and your body as the actual system, the respiratory system, to breathe air. What causes air to go into your lungs? What's actually happening that forces that air into my lungs? And likewise on number 4, what causes air to go out of your lungs, to exhale? What's actually happening? Okay. In addition to this worksheet, this document, you have a worksheet that you picked up for me. It looks something like this. This worksheet has a small reading on top with some information, and then it has a picture, a diagram of the respiratory system, and a crossword. What you're going to do with this is match the words in the word bank so these words down here, to the numbers here on the body. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These numbers match up with the crossword. So whatever I think number 1 is, I'm going to write that word in 1 across. 2 is this opening back here, would be 2 down. The words you're going to use are here, okay? You're going to do this on your own, and you can also post a picture of it here on this page, okay? At the very bottom, you are going to take a picture of your crossword. Okay, in the same way, you would insert, image, choose camera. When you're taking a picture of this, you should be taking a picture of the complete crossword. Actually fill it out, and I don't really need to see the diagram, just the words. We'll do fine. Kind of tricky to do. Insert. Okay, I now have a photo. Wait, what happened? Trying again. Insert, image, camera. Oh, here we go. I forgot to take the picture. I got to push the yellow button to take the photo. And then click on it here and push insert. Now I have a photo. So before you submit this on Canvas, you need to make your model. You need to take a picture of your model. You need to answer these 4 questions about your model, right, from the plastic or paper bag, and then read and complete the crossword to take a photo of it and insert. Lots of pictures. Now, to make sure I actually get this, if you do all of that and forget to push submit, I'll never see it. So make sure, very last step, is to go back to Canvas, to the long model assignment, and push the button that says submit, okay? Please email me if you need anything. I'm available. I'm helpful, I think. I would be so excited to see these. Okay, do not throw them away, because I'm going to ask you to bring them to our live classes on Monday and Tuesday as well, with your lung model. If you haven't yet been able to pick one of these up, please send me an email, ngardner@pps.net. I will bring you materials. Okay, have fun, enjoy, make a model of the lungs. It was so nice to see some of you this week, to meet you. Take care.